Hi, it's Neva at timeforinvesting.com, and today I'm answering a question from a really good friend of mine that sent me a message on Facebook. And he says, Neva, what's up? My wife and I are sitting here trying to figure out how to fire our bosses and hire ourselves. You flip real estate, right? How do we get into it with little or no startup and make good profits? We're trying to increase our quality of life and afford more time with our children. Thanks for any advice, Linton. So thank you for sending me the question. And my answer to this is, so the first question is how to get into it with little or no startup. Now, this is a very common question. I will tell you, when I got started, I really didn't have a lot of money either. And what I did, I had purchased and read a lot of books and online forums and things like that. But if I could do it over now, what I would do is, instead of purchasing all those books in the beginning, honestly, I could have gone to the library and gotten those books for free. And so that's what I would recommend. If you're brand new to real estate investing, there is so much to learn. I mean, you need like the entire library collection that falls under real estate. Is to go to the library and take out these books for free. Okay, number one. But then also, what I would say, when I got started and I was saying, oh, I want to be a real estate investor, what I really was saying is, I want to rehab property, which is purchase property, fix it up, and then resell it for a profit. And so that's the thing, is there's so many different strategies that when people say, I want to do real estate investing, we really don't even know what we're saying. And so once I started really reading up on what was required for me to actually be a rehabber, that was not a good strategy for me starting out, because one, I didn't have the money that's required. Two, the risk tolerance for that strategy was too high for me at the time. I just really didn't feel comfortable with that. And three, I don't think it just really didn't fit my personality for what I was really looking to do at the time. And so that's one of the things, is read up on real estate investing, because there's like so many different techniques that you can make money in real estate. You can, yes, you can flip property, but you can wholesale property like I do. You can get rentals. You can do subject to deals. You can buy notes. You can be a licensed real estate agent. I mean, there's like a flood of different ways, and you need to find the one that fits your personality, fits your risk tolerance, and fits how much money you have today to start. And so that's what I would recommend. I wish I focused on answering those three questions when I started out, because I would have been able to start faster, because I would have gotten to the answer of rehabbing is not for me, and found out that, okay, I could wholesale, and started wholesaling sooner than I did. And then the other question, and then I would say, once you really read up on real estate investing at the library and you choose a technique, just choose like one or two max starting out. I would really just, choose one and really, get that up to speed before I do anything else. So choose one, but then at that point, you need to spend money, because the thing is, you need a complete system. Whatever strategy you pick, you need a complete system, and anyone that packages a complete system from beginning to end, from what you need to do, charges for it. So you're going to need to spend a couple $100, $200, $300 on a really great course. Okay? And then what I was going to say about the quality of life, I just want to make sure I add this in here, because you added about, you really want to improve quality of life. I'm just going to be honest and tell you, when I really started and just was focused on it, my quality of life, I would say, took a nosedive, okay? Because I worked a full-time job, and then I had to do every single thing, because I didn't have money to hire people to help me. I was doing everything by myself in my real estate business. So I was working 40 hours a week. I had like an hour commute each way. And then I was working like probably 10, sometimes 20 hours on a side business, setting things up. I was probably sleeping like 3-4 hours a night. So I don't really think quality of life improved. But maybe like 2 years after I really got started is when I would say quality of life improved, and I had a baby, and I was able to, you know, have some extra money to stay home with my child for a while and things like that. So be willing to make that sacrifice, especially if you're starting out and you don't have a lot of money, because if you don't have a lot of money, guess what? You have to put in even more time in the beginning, because someone that's starting out with money can hire someone to answer their phones and do their marketing and things like that. But when I got started, I was doing every single thing myself because I did not have the money to hire someone. So I just want to encourage you that be willing to make that sacrifice in the beginning so that you can get the quality of life increase eventually. So that's my tip for today, and I'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.